So over the past 3 months, our government has been at the table with CUPE. We've been in discussions with all education unions. The entire team, our goal has been clear: to keep students in class. We've put forward a fair and reasonable offer, an offer that provides the largest increase in compensation for education workers in over a decade, and protects the most generous benefits and pension plan in the entire country, along with 131 paid sick days. All we asked for was that they remove their threat to strike so kids could stay in class. For their part, CUPE demanded a nearly 12% annual raise. When combined with all other benefits, CUPE was demanding a nearly 50% increase in compensation. When CUPE didn't get what they were demanding, they gave notice they were going on strike. The times we find ourselves in after pandemic disruptions, it's an unprecedented situation that requires unprecedented solutions. That's why when a strike threatened further disruptions to close down schools, our government took action to stop the strike. We introduced the Keeping Students in Class Act, legislation meant to protect the right of kids to stay in class, to learn and prepare for their future. And we used the notwithstanding clause to ensure that happened. I know that it has been controversial. I've always respected the right of workers to fair and free bargaining. But CUPE refused to take strike action off the table, even when those strikes were illegal. I want to be clear. We didn't make the decision to introduce legislation lightly. We were left with no choice. Our desire has always been and remains to negotiate in good faith, to land agreements with education union partners. I'm proud of the work and the relationships our government has built with organized labor over the past 4 years. As a gesture of good faith, our government is willing to rescind the legislation. We're willing to rescind Section 33, but only if CUPE agrees to show a similar gesture of good faith by stopping their strike and letting our kids back into their classrooms. I urge CUPE to continue to talk with us at the bargaining table. We're willing to make a fair deal, one that offers more help for lower income workers. We want a deal that's fair for students, fair for workers, fair for parents, and fair for taxpayers. And we know we can get there. As stewards of taxpayers' dollars, we also have a responsibility to the entire province. A deal with CUPE has massive impacts on broader public service salaries, as well as the government's ability to invest in services like healthcare, transit, education, and hospital infrastructure, alongside other vital public services. Now, I want to take a moment to speak directly to parents. I desperately hope that CUPE shows the same willingness to compromise as we are today. I hope they hear my plea to keep students in class. But that's not something I can guarantee you. That's something only CUPE can do. What I can guarantee you is that we will continue to do whatever we can to minimize disruption and get kids back to school as soon as possible. In the meantime, we have directed boards to keep as many schools open for as many students as possible and to offer remote learning. when that is possible. I started this morning talking to you about our goal, to keep students in class. That goal hasn't changed because students have been through so much. They don't deserve to be caught in the middle of these negotiations. What they need and deserve is to be back in class so they can catch up on their learning. For the sake of our students, CUPE, please accept this offer. Take strike action off the table and let our kids back in class. Thank you, and God bless the people of Ontario.